All right. What's up, everyone? This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't base anything I say off these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. So, I guess the feeling I could compare this to what I'm feeling now. I guess when I don't know how to explain it, but I guess when you're on a roller coaster and got that like gonna drop, and I'm not saying this. I'm saying it's just the feeling you get right now. We're suspended. There's like silence of everything, like the gas, but right before we take off. So huge day so far. AMC, GME, as usual. My only big plays. I mean, obviously, I have other stocks I invest in, but there's going to be a lot of people coming out saying, what's the next play? What's the next big move? They're trying to get you to move on. There's so much FUD. There's desperation. You can see it. I can see it. You can smell the blood in the water, right? Like we're here. We're right where we need to be. At this point, yesterday I was kind of convinced that they would really drag it down. I think they're trying hard, but I think at this point there's really not much they can do. CAT systems coming, volumes insane, news outlets, big players are jumping in. Volatility is going to be crazy because there's a lot of people that are dumping like 500,000, like David Portnoy came in and dropped 500K on AMC, 500K on GME. People like that maybe not even announcing it. Big rich, big investors that are going to jump in and out, and you got to account for day traders, swing trading it and scalping. That's just going to happen. You got to accept the fact, it is what it is. There's not much we can do about that. But at this point, I really do think that they've lost control. Obviously, I have no 100% evidence or thoughts of how they've done it or how they've lost control. It's just, what we've talked about for, I don't know, the last 3 years. But like I said, it's like that's what I can compare the feeling to. It's just like you're suspended in air right now. Like you're on the roller coaster, you've hit the peak, everyone's gasp, and you hear that like almost silence in the middle of the noise. That's what I feel like we're at. Our instinct, our DD, everything has brought us in. So, you know, a lot of people are, and you can already see it. YouTubers coming back that haven't been here that are like, I called it, and I think most of you people at this point, what it is, there's going to be a lot of new investors, and you don't want to, treat them with disrespect, because at one point we were new investors too, but there's going to be a lot of ignorant questions. You got to decipher if they're shills or if they're just uneducated. So the best thing I think we can do, in my personal opinion, not financial advice, nothing like that, is just educate them with what we know, and it's just educating on facts, but then lead them down the road of their own DD, do their own research. They can form their own opinion on this stuff. But at this point, shorts as of today, and GME and AMC have lost over $5 billion in 2 days. $5 billion they have lost, betting against us. There's been over 16, like 15, 16 halts today. It's a mess. But this is exactly I don't know about you personally, I guess, but what I've expected, what I thought is going to happen. We're right there. We're right there. I mean, what else can you say? Shorts have lost $5 billion in 2 days. FUD is extreme as usual, but it's getting kind of drowned out by the hype. FOMO has kicked in. There's been tons of halts. The feeling is good. Obviously, now it's just patience. I feel like we've been patient for a long time, so patience isn't going to really be an issue at this point. I'm still patient. Like I said, I keep comparing it to that, and that's what I feel like when you're on a roller coaster. And I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but like I said, you've hit a peak of the roller coaster and it stops, and you're kind of looking around, looking down. You feel that anxiety, excitement, happiness before the roller coaster just really takes off and takes you on a crazy ride. That's if I had to compare where we're at and how I feel. That's where we're at. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to loop-de-loo. It's going to shoot you up, back, down, all around. But at some point, you got to get off the ride. And when you get off the ride, you're going to have fucking big bags of money. You're going to be fucking rich, man. If you've held and done it right, you've averaged down. Geez. Yeah, I mean, there's up and down. Here we are. It is what it is. We're gonna be up. We're gonna be down. It's just at this point though, the volume that's gone into here, we've traded the float already today. The float has already been traded today. It's 9:30 Mountain Time. 8:30 a.m. Pacific. 11:30 Eastern. They have already traded the float. And I've said this already. GME and AMC short sellers have lost $5 billion or more in 2 days. 2 days. There's been 16 halts that I know of today. We've traded the float already. It's crazy. So, at this point, we've been through worse times. So, if you see 20 down to 10, down to 9, down to 8, down to 6, down to 5, back up to 25, at this point for me, I guess it's almost like when you have a vision and you see, like when you have a vision. For me, like when I started my business, I had a vision of what this business was, and I built it, and then eventually it took off and it flourished on its own. And in some ways, I can compare this to that, because this has been something we've built upon. Everyone's been, putting their own hard-earned money, hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears. Literally, if you work for your money, there's a lot of construction, a lot of emergency workers, a lot of people that are involved in this that have just put everything they have or can afford to put in. I've always said never invest more than you're willing to lose. And that's why I don't have 1 million shares right now, because, you're confident, but you're not crazy yet, right? So at this point now you're thinking, damn, I wish I would have been crazy and just thrown everything in. But that was the point of the dollar cost averaging down. I was like, at some point you got to average down. And I've never told anyone how to, but I don't know. I guess I'm kind of all over the place because my brain is scrambling. It's focused. There's so many things you could say, so many things we could respond to and talk about. But the fact of the matter is, if you're in this play, you're an ape. You've been in this since 2021, and even if you're a new ape and you've just buyed and hodled and done your own DD and you believe in what you're doing, very rewarding. Now, we're not at the end game yet. We're not there. I think we're still pushing. And I would say this, even if today somehow we ended at $2 a share, which that's not going to happen. Don't twist me up on that. Don't take my words and twist me. I don't believe that would ever happen. But if that were to happen, I would still be confident buying. What this has done, if anything, is reinstalled faith and confidence in a lot of people that may have lost it. So I don't know. I guess that's it. I just keep reiterating, the shorts in 2 days have lost $5 billion or more in GME and AMC. That right there in itself should tell you that this thing is about to freaking fly. They can't, we always say, oh, they can't afford to do it. They can't afford to do it. But in the back of my head, I'm always like, yeah, they can kind of afford to keep pushing us. They can keep pushing us. But when you lose that amount of money in a 2-day span, and the volume is not stopping and the FOMO is not stopping, this is just, it's just what we've talked about, man. You know what I mean? If you've done the DD, you I guess expected this. It's still exciting. It's not just like, oh yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. Cool, carry on with my day. It's exciting. The hard part is you got a regular life. I still got a regular life to live until the shit pops. I've got little league teams. I've got a coach. I've got a daughter in gymnastics and dance. And I got to try to act normal. Like last night, I'm sitting in bed at, how the hell are you supposed to sleep? You know what I'm saying? Did anyone sleep good last night? Because I was up late. I know my wife was probably like She said, I went to bed with you looking at your phone. I woke up with you looking at your phone. And I told her, it's worth it. Trust me. This is going to pay off. I had no choice at this point. I'm watching pre-market. I didn't even expect, I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect pre-market to be as high as it was. Um, I guess maybe I've been tainted so long that I'm just expecting things to fall all the time that I'm just like, that's all right. I'll just wait for it really to happen. So when it really starts happening, you're like, oh shit, this is real. Um, it's in the news. My local news reported it. Um, the FUD is heavy. The FUD is thick. There's going to be YouTubers out there. I mean, there's people now saying that Roaring Kitty is a shill. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, his wife's a shill. He's a shill. Uh, Adam Aaron, damn it, I hate you, and you're going to ruin it. And you're just going to get all this stuff. It's going to be more and more FUD. But in a way, it kind of builds my confidence more and more just because the desperation, the craziness on the other side is going to keep building and building. And then you get all the AMC YouTubers that have left the play, that have told us we're idiots for staying in the play. I've even commented on a couple of them, and they've just kind of looked at me like I was an idiot, like, oh, you're still in that. And I've even got people that have commented on my comp posts for the last year and a half. Everything's deleted. They're going back and deleting their shit, and I don't know, man. It's and none of that really essentially really matters, because this is about you, me. Personally, it's about me, my money, um, and really just what confidence and conviction we've had in this play. So I guess I can't say we, for what I've had. I can speak for myself. So there's going to be a lot of people coming out with, this is the play, this is the play. I'm already seeing it, even on Reddit, Facebook, YouTube comments, like, oh yeah, well, GMC and AMC's over now, let's move to this. It's like, really? So you're going to see a lot of that. A lot of I think a lot of the detraction is trying to be to the new investors. I think they at this point know that us long time holders that have been in here through the battle of 801, that have been in here through um, all the votes, all the shit that we have seen. I mean, there's too much to even mention, but I think a lot of it, is going to be aimed towards new investors. So they're going to try to shake them out. They don't want no more people coming in, but it's going to be impossible. Let's say out of 10 new investors, they're going to shake out 6 and 4 stay. And then it's just a repetitive. They're washing and repeating, washing, repeating. But at the same time, they're gaining more and more investors that are like, oh, damn, this is crazy. This is insane. People are generally somewhat educated and smart that are in the market, and then people that have been looking into the market. Once they start doing their own DD and they realize the potential, a lot of people are going to say, hey, it's just worth the risk. It's worth me throwing in a few $1,000s and just seeing where it takes me. And you got people like me that, hey, I can't invest a few thousand at a time, but I can invest on a daily basis for a long ass time, and it puts me in the over 1,000 shares now. When the reverse split happened, I was at like 60 something dollars a share, and way less shares than I have now. But I didn't lose faith. I didn't lose conviction. I kept averaging down. I've gotten a lot of shit for it, but it's all worth it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm going to re-say it again. I know a few of you have seen it. Shorts have lost $5 billion in GME and AMC. We've traded the float of AMC already this morning. So, the writing's on the wall. I'm not going to give dates or price targets or anything like that. Like, I'm not trying to say where I'm holding to and how much I'm going to make and how much this stock's going to go to. I think at this point, most of you have done your own research and got an idea where you want to sell, and that's your own personal business. I will say that I'm not in the range of selling right now. There's going to be a lot of people. A lot of the FUD is also going to be saying about how, oh, my average is still $60, or I'm haven't even made it. So once we get there, wake me up type shit. You know what I mean? And some of it might not even be FUD. They're just really just like I said, like I was tainted about this play. Like, it's not really going to go that far. But looking, if you step back and just look at how many people are involved now, it's literally hitting the news stations. It's funny how we talk about black swan events, and who would have thought that a tweet from Roaring Kitty would cause this much of a uproar, if you will. And I know it's not all Roaring Kitty. There's been a lot of us that have been in here. Like, honestly, I didn't even know who Roaring Kitty was until a couple years ago. I know that sounds crazy. You might not believe me. During the whole GameStop squeeze, I was involved in that. I didn't even know who he was. I just was uneducated about YouTube. Well, I don't even know if that's what you'd call it. I just saw price movement going up and down in GameStop. I want to say maybe I saw, um, God, what's that comedian's name? He did that video about hedge funds and AMC. Jonathan Stewart, maybe one of those where he said something on a comedy bit. Might have even been before him. I don't know. But all I'm saying is a lot of people aren't on YouTube, and they're still buying in. Like, it's just, what I'm saying is there's people that are outside of the community, way outside of the community, that are now, they're coming in. So we have a long ways to go, but with the volatility, who knows, we could reach it a lot faster than expected. Again, shorts have lost over $5 billion within a 2-day span. That's only going to increase. It's only going to get worse for them. I'm just saying, man, like, with that type of money, these type of things happening, we are definitely on the right path to the moon. This is a gamma. We've talked about the gap fills. We've talked about the gap fills for a while now. It's just been something that we could fill, but I think this is past gap fill territory. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second. I gotta, 1 second here. I'm telling you, lose my mind, lose my head if it wasn't attached. Yeah, so reading through the comments, appreciate you, Michael. Yeah, GME's been one of those ones that I've been in and out. I can't say that I've been, as loyal to GME as I have to AMC. GME is definitely also a play, but like I said, most of my DD was on AMC. Yeah, salute to you guys too, man. I mean, I'm definitely in GME. I bought a little more. I'm not as heavy as GME as I am with AMC. That's the other thing, is like, I feel like a lot of the people trying to turn AMC and GME on each other, like, why? Like, what's the point of that? Sorry, I'm trying to get my laptop loaded up here. Yeah, AMC did have a lot of lows that were too tempting not to get. I get that. So, sorry, I'm trying to get my backpack zipped up. One-handed, wasn't working. Get my laptop and charger today. Protein shake loaded. Yeah, so like I said, I can't sit here and say that I was with the original GME squeeze or sneeze, whatever you want to call it. I made some money off of that. I definitely, wish I would have made more, but I did make a good little chunk. AMC, GME look like we look like we're ready to repeat again. We're getting close, so it is what it is. Another halt. So what's that put us at? Around 17 halts for the day. I don't have a 100% accurate count. I believe it was around 16 last time I checked. So we're gonna get halted to death here because they're trying to. At this point, I believe they're trying to just get their shit together, and the inevitable is, in my opinion, the inevitable is pretty much here. I can't guarantee anything. Obviously, there's, you know, they're not gonna just lay down, which, you know, I guess we wish they would, but I don't think they're just gonna lay down and give up. It's not gonna just. They can't, because once they do, this thing's five. I just keep saying it, $5 billion. That amount of money, I don't care who you are, that is huge. You lose $5 billion in a matter of 2 days. That's a problem. That's going to be an issue for them. You know what I mean? So. Sorry about the sun here, man. I'm gonna get back in my ride here. Just trying to see what my dog was barking at out here. Anyway, finally getting some warm weather here in Idaho, man. It's been cold. So, yeah, another halt. Anticipate FUD halts, anything they can to desperately try to contain this thing that they can't contain at this point. I don't ever make any guarantees about when a squeeze is going to happen or any price targeting or price predictions, or anything like that. But I used to try to do brackets. It's impossible. Like it's really impossible to have a bracket. You can have a bracket where you would like to sell. You just got to monitor this thing as it goes. So. What's up, Larry P? We are the true diamond holders, never left. It's true. Can't deny that one. Juke joint, I was up, but now I'm down, still holding. Same. You look at some brokers and I'm up, like, oh, dang, I'm way up. But then you got to just kind of, like I said, it's been a while since I've actually sat down and tried to average because I just don't really, I think my average is low enough to where it doesn't really matter. Because like where I think this thing's going. So like I said, my highest average is in Fidelity. I'm at around $16 now. My lowest average is around $4, I think. But I have a couple of brokers around that average. But we got a big day coming. I need to drive and head over to my shop, get things open. Like I said, still got to have a regular life, which is like, damn. I just want to suspend everything and just watch this. If this thing were to break, maybe let's say $100 or something like that, then yeah, this store's getting closed. There's a sign going up, and I am all eyes on this. So, just like I said in the beginning of this video, the feeling is right now just being on a roller coaster. This is what I can compare it to. This isn't 100% accurate, but I just feel like you've just reached the top of the roller coaster. You're suspended. Everyone's kind of their breath's gone away. You've got that excitement, uncertainty. You feel it in your stomach, right before the roller coaster takes off. That's where we're at, in my opinion. So I appreciate all you guys for being here. Appreciate all the likes and shares and all that. So also, before I jump up out of here, just remember there's going to be a lot of YouTubers that are going to jump back in. Even myself, don't listen to me and just take my word as gold. Like, question things. There's going to be a lot of people telling you to hold too long. There's going to be people telling you to sell too early. There's going to be people telling you it's over. There's going to be people telling you that the board and AMC is corrupt. There's going to be people telling you that the company's worthless and blah, blah. There's just going to be a lot. So do your own research, do your own DD, form your own opinion. Don't listen to YouTubers or anyone in that. And you take what they say and you can run with it and educate yourself on it, but you can't take anyone's word as gold. Even mine, I wouldn't, I wouldn't want you to. I'd want you to do your own DD, your own research. Um, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that I believe, and I can't personally vouch for them either, but I believe like Boss Blunts, I believe AMC Bigums are on the right path. Stock Retail is a really good one. These are guys that have been in this situation and in this play and positive. Phil for real, even though he just likes to be talking shit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of dudes like that have been positive in this play from the beginning. They haven't jumped ship or tried to tell you it's trash or try to get you to sell without getting you to sell. They haven't said things that would make you want to sell. There's a lot of YouTubers that have been in AMC for a long time that I believe are planted, or they are just so negative on this stock that you can't benefit anything from them. Oak Bro says, you gay? I am. I'm so gay right now. Gay isn't happy like in the 50s. Hello, governor. I'm a gay lad, huh? But, oh, shit, that's funny. Anyway, they're going to try to throw me off. That's the next FUD. I don't know. Whatever. You're going to get, and then, I do get these guys that come in and just want to talk shit. That's fine. Let them talk shit. I don't know. Show me your tattoo. I don't have a tattoo. What you talking about? All right, man. Like I said, 5 billion. GME, AMC, 5 billion dollars they've lost at this point. So, okay, bro. Yeah, I got tattoos, but I'm not gonna show you my tattoos. We've got halts after halt after halt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The halt after halt. Definitely got to be shitting bricks. Crazy. Looking through your window, do a backflip. Why are your ears tucked into your face? You want my ears untucked? This is what it looks like. That's why my ears are tucked in. Oh, man. Oh, I shouldn't even be reading these comment sections. Anyways, man, like I said, I got to go open the shop up, get some things, my regular life stuff done. I got the kids with sports stuff going on today. So I guess that's it. I bought more today. Have a good day. Be blessed. Let's get rich soon. Go Phillies. I don't really, as far as the hat goes, I don't really watch baseball. I just do any hat. I could wear any baseball hat. I could wear, just for instance, just sitting on my dashboard, I got, you know what I mean? So. Anyway. All right, man. I'm going to jump up out of here. I got to drive. I'll jump back on another live here shortly. Have a good day. Be blessed. And let's get rid of peace.